Hey girls, hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday, you guys. I got you guys propped up in my cabinet. I'm drinking coffee in this little mini mug. Y'all, we had us a rough night. Sorry, Janessa's in the background. She's watching Barbie. They added a new Barbie on Netflix, so she's watching that. But the kids are sick, y'all, and I think I've got it too now. I actually had to take Jackson to the doctor last night because he has freaking pink eye, you guys. I don't think I've ever had pink eye as a kid, as a young adult, as a teenager, being 31. I've never had pink eye, knock on wood. I hope I don't get it. I have no idea where he could have picked it up from. I mean, I know it's probably easy to pick up, but we had a rough night. I noticed Saturday he started having a runny nose, but I was like, you know, Janessa has been sick. It's not a big deal. Sunday, he was still congested, runny nose, a little bit of cough because I'm sure he had like post-nasal drip. Then he went down for like his second nap of that day, and then when he woke up, his eyes were goopy. And at first I didn't really think too much of it because I'm like, well, he's like secreting mucus everywhere, so might as well be his eyes. Then it just got worse. Yesterday evening, which was Monday, I was just like, it's starting to get really thick, and every time he wakes up from a nap or from sleep, his eyes are goopy. So I like Googled the symptoms of pink eye, and that was one of them. If you have goopy eyes after sleep, then most likely you do. So it was like literally 7:20 something, and I rushed him to urgent care. I don't know if that's what they call it everywhere. Instacare, urgent care, after hours. I rushed him to that. Can you guys stop fighting, please? Excuse me. And I just got him in at the nick of time because they actually closed at 8. And by the time we got there, he had spiked a temperature to like, it was like 100.4. It was real hot. He was starting to fall asleep and everything. And she said that he had a virus, which I figured he did because Janessa's been sick. And even though she had an ear infection, I know she was like sick on top of that. So I got the prescription for the pink eye, and I've been giving it to him since last night. It's a drop in the eye every 4 hours. And then we went to bed. I gave him ibuprofen, like infants Advil, and that just was not doing anything for his fever. So I know they say like if you come here, Bubba's, come here. Say hi. Say hi. I'm sicky, and I scratched my face. Hot. Mommy gonna make soup. You want soup? But they say like if you're giving Tylenol and Advil, like every 3 hours you could do the Tylenol, and then 3 hours later you could do the Advil or whatever. So I waited 3 hours, which that was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, midnight, because I had given it to him like about 9 something. So I had to wake up with him, you know, and I was trying to get him cooled off, and I gave him the medicine and everything, and eventually he went back to sleep. I turned on a little show and was just rocking him and singing to him. He went back to sleep. And then again he woke up at 3, and I just was like not getting any sleep. He threw up in the bed, and I'm just tired. I'm just thankful that he's feeling so much better. His fever broke. He and Janessa both have really bad coughs. His nose doesn't seem so bad today, but I've been sucking it out with the nose Frida. And now I'm just getting ready to make some soup. I'm drinking this coffee because I can't call in sick. There ain't nobody for my relief, you guys. And I'm just, I hope I don't seem like I'm being negative. I'm just tired AF, y'all. Like, so tired. And I didn't even get to edit my video, but whatever. So I decided to pop on my phone right quick and talk to y'all, let you know what's going on. And, you know, hopefully later after I rest, it'll be back to your regularly scheduled programs. But y'all, I'm just so tired, but I'm getting ready to make some soup. I don't have much on hand. It's definitely time to go grocery shopping. I'm trying to put it off until this weekend. Because obviously right now I'm sick and I don't freaking feel like it. But I've got kale on hand. I've got potatoes and onions. So I was thinking about making like a potato onion kale soup. Kind of like that zuppa de scama at a whatchamacallits, but it ain't gonna have no meat in it. And you know, I'm gonna grab my kale really quick. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've got 4 potatoes, an onion, and 4 bunches of kale, which I'll probably just use one so it can be like for our lunch. Because we woke up late, you guys, like not until like 10:30. Let me move you guys over to the next cabinet. But Jarvis, of course, you know, I don't expect him to help me because he's got to go to work and stuff, but he helped me out the best he could last night. But I was just like, you go to bed, you know, like you've got to get up early and What, baby? I've got 3 little dishes I need to wash, but them gonna have to wait. That. I'm just gonna wash my potatoes off. I actually filmed you guys a cooking tutorial yesterday. And I was trying to get him wrangled and down for a nap so I could film. You guys said you liked the way I wear my scarves on my head, so I was gonna film that. Tired. And my mom, she wants to come over. She was getting ready to go to an exercise class. She goes to an exercise class pretty much every day. But she said, I don't think I ever showed you guys, but we have, so Moki, my dog that passed away, we have another Yorkie named Poppy, and she lives with my mom. And she, you guys, has been trying to be on a world traveler tip, okay? Like, she going outside and, what are you doing? And taking off on the people. So she decides that when she goes outside that she is going to go up the street or do whatever she wants. People have tried to kidnap her, dognap her, and everything. So she did that this morning. Well, she was trying to. There was some weird random guy across the street, and he was trying to call her across the street. So my mom was like, okay, she probably has potty now. Let me let her back in the house. So she goes out there, and this guy's like legit out there trying to call the dog. And even when he sees my mom, he's still trying to call the dog. Shoes, shoes. And so she was like, whatever. So she calls the dog back inside and gets ready for her class. And so she said he was still out there, and he's like walking up and down. And my parents live in a cul-de-sac, mind you. And he's like walking up and down the cul-de-sac. And so she, you know, she drives away, and she said, you know, her first mind is what I call it, tells her to go back to the house, and she does. And he's like pretty much casing my mom's house and the other houses around there. So I just called her, and that's what she told me. She's like, I want to come over there. And she's like, but this guy is still out here. And I'm like, you guys need to call the cops. And she's like, well, if I see him again, I'm going to. And it's weird because like by my parents' house, there's like a little forest, like a wooded area, and these people just like walk up the hill, and there's like no path, but they walk up it, and I don't know, some random folk. So she's dealing with that, and I'm just like tired AF. I'm literally like, you know when you are so sleep deprived that you feel nauseous? That's how I am. So I'm just cubing up the potatoes, and I'm cutting them into the pot right now and talking to you guys. But yeah, once again, sorry for this whack ass video, but hey, I got sick cheering. I think I'm sick. I need to get better. I need them to get better. And I am hoping Jarvis doesn't get it. Because, y'all, ain't nobody got time for that. But, I did kind of want to talk about, I mean, any point in your life, relationships are hard. Relationships are work. I don't care what nobody says. Yes, baby. You got my shoe? Relationships are hard work. You know? Like, because we're constantly evolving. We're constantly changing. It just breaks my heart when people just give up. Like, your marriage, your relationships goes, what, baby, what? Yeah, that goes through seasons. And you guys just have to weather the storm together. I mean, don't get me wrong. Me and Jarvis have to. There's times that I utterly just want to karate chop him. But I still love him, you know. I may not like him in the moment, but I still loves him, okay? And it just breaks my heart when people, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. You have months, weeks, days of fighting, you know. But what matters is you trying to come back from that and, you know, getting the tools. And it's so easy. And, you know, I feel like my communication skills are getting better. And I just decided it's not always his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like I've said before, like, how do I expect somebody to know what I want if I don't tell them, you know? Like, I would just always get mad at him for just being clueless. But real talk, we all know men, okay? No shade, but they're kind of like off in left field, you know? So you gotta tell them what's up. You gotta tell them what you need. You gotta tell your partner how you want and you need to be loved, because we all have different languages. And yeah, maybe in the first little bit when y'all were dating, you could have kind of set the ground rules and tell him what your expectations, well, not expectations, but like your, I forget what the word is called. Like, kind of like, I guess, expectation, what you expect. Like, I did that from the bat, but over time those things change, and over time people forget, you know, and you got to remind people. And it's not that people don't love you or don't care about you, but you got to constantly be talking to yourself and talking to your significant other. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's relationship's perfect. And our lives and our marriages and our relationships go through seasons and storms and you've got to weather it together, because honestly, y'all, if you can get through that, you can get through anything. And I mean, of course, you know, I've been married all of 4 little years, but we've been together for 11 years. And there was many a time, because y'all, before Jarvis, I couldn't be bothered, okay? I could not be bothered. I was not trying to mess with people. Like, if I didn't like you, it's okay, because I got me another little boo thing. You know, I move on to the next. With him, every time I tried, y'all, I'd be like, this fool got me messed up. On to the next. Just something kept pulling me back, and now obviously I know what it is. My babies, my angels. Yes, love. Hot, hot. Hot, hot, daddy. Hot, hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, hot. Jack's over here trying to touch the stove. Hot, hot. Uh-oh. Hot, hot. But, I guess requirements. Is that the word I want to use? You got to let people know your requirements. And I do. Friendships, family. Like, a requirement is you don't be on that boo. No drama will be tolerated. You might be feeling a type of way one day, being sad in your feelings, but you gotta rise above it. And that's a requirement for myself. Peaches! Shh. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna make this soup and relax, take care of these littles, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my video. Maybe I might talk a little bit more about relationship. Just my experience. I can only talk about my experience. I'm not a professional, but I do know I am old school. Like, you ain't just gonna dog me out, do me how whatever, but my parents have been married for 31 years. Jarvis's parents have been married for 33 years. My grandparents were married over 50-something years. And mugs be just too quick to get a divorce on the people. Like, I understand it happens because both my parents were married before they met each other. And if they hadn't you know, gotten divorced, your girl wouldn't be here. So, I mean, I get it. Things happen, people change. Or things happen and people don't change. And you gotta say, to the left, to the left. Ooh. So, because I don't have any broth or anything, I'm gonna be using this chicken Montreal seasoning in there. I don't have no chicken, but it's seasoning for chicken. I'm gonna sprinkle that in there. I'm gonna add my waters. Yes, sir. I'm gonna add probably 4 cups. Let's see what it's looking like. 2, 4, 6 cups. Okay, maybe 8. Okay, that seems like enough liquid. 8 cups of water from the tap. I'm gonna add a little salt. A little sea salt. And black pepper. Sir. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably post a picture on Instagram and Snapchat. of the soup. So if you guys follow me on there, Toggle Amazon J Mommy, I gotta get off here. Why what? Why is that you? Cause you wanna be up here with me. Yeah, it's hot. So bye you guys. See you tomorrow.